Imagine spending $50,000 on a brand new SUV driving off the lot, and 3 months later, it's dead from catastrophic failure. The dealer shrugs. The warranty fights you, and you're left asking how a trusted brand failed you so completely. This isn't a nightmare. It's happening to thousands of buyers right now. One brand on this list has just 12 months left to survive. Stay until the end, because number 1 will completely change how you think about buying a car. The auto industry is in turmoil. Consumer Reports just released its 2026 rankings based on 380,000 vehicles, and the results are brutal. Some brands have ranked last 3 years in a row. Others are losing billions and shutting factories worldwide. Today, we're counting down the 11 car brands you should avoid in 2026. Before we start, hit subscribe to avoid costly car mistakes. Number 11. GMC. GMC promised premium American SUVs with professional-grade capability. What they delivered was transmission failures and electrical nightmares that leave owners stranded. Their recently redesigned models, Equinox, Terrain, and Acadia, all scored well below average. Owners report catastrophic transmission problems within the first year, mysterious electrical issues shutting down entire systems, and build quality so poor that rattles become your constant companion. Here's the frustrating part. You're paying premium prices for dressed-up Chevrolets, but getting worse reliability than brands costing thousands less. Mechanics report GMC vehicles with under 30,000 miles experiencing major failures. Because GMC positions itself as premium, parts and service reflect luxury pricing without luxury quality. You're essentially paying twice, once for the vehicle, again for endless repairs. Number 10. Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo sold you the Italian dream. Passionate styling, racing heritage, exhilarating performance wrapped in gorgeous sheet metal. What you actually get is a rolling service appointment waiting to happen. Ranked 5th from the bottom, Alfa Romeo has truly earned its reputation as one of the most unreliable brands you can buy. Electrical gremlins plague every model with mysterious warning lights, failed sensors, and infotainment systems that freeze while driving. The Giulia and Stelvio suffer from paint defects, oil leaks, transmission issues, and suspension failures at embarrassing rates. But here's the real kicker. Parts availability is a complete nightmare. When something breaks, and it absolutely will break, you could wait weeks or even months for replacement parts from Italy. Your beautiful Alfa isn't passion. It's an expensive lawn ornament losing value faster than ice melting in the sun. Number 9. Ram. Ram trucks were supposed to represent tough, all-American workhorse reliability that could handle anything you throw at them. Instead, Ram has become synonymous with transmission failures and quality control that feels more like a lottery than engineering. Owners report persistent issues with Ram's 8-speed automatic that shudders, slips, and fails prematurely. The eco-diesel engines suffer emissions system failures that completely brick the vehicle until expensive repairs are completed. Electrical problems cause random component failures. No cruise control, no backup cameras, no power windows. The build quality issues are impossible to ignore. Panel gaps you could fit your fingers through, constant rattles, and interior trim pieces falling off within months of ownership. Mechanics consistently report that late-model Rams require significantly more repairs than competing trucks from Toyota, Honda, or even Ford. Number 8. Chrysler. Chrysler is a ghost brand with only 2 models in its entire lineup, and neither one can stay out of the repair shop. Ranked 7th from the bottom in reliability, Chrysler represents everything wrong with corporate mismanagement and cost-cutting gone wild. The Pacifica minivan suffers from transmission problems, electrical failures, and infotainment systems so buggy they feel like unfinished beta software. Owners report stalling at highway speeds, complete electrical system shutdowns, and sliding doors that malfunction and actually trap passengers inside. The plug-in hybrid version adds another catastrophic layer. Battery system errors, charging problems, and hybrid system faults, leaving vehicles in limp mode. Stellantis' CEO recently admitted they're evaluating which brands to keep and which to eliminate. Chrysler is clearly on life support, and buying from a brand that might not exist in 3 years means gambling with everything. Number 7. Dodge. Dodge built its modern reputation on one thing: raw, unapologetic American muscle power. Sales plummeted 50% in 2025, and reliability rankings place Dodge fourth from the bottom among all brands. The muscle car magic is completely gone. Dodge killed the legendary Hemi V8 and replaced it with turbocharged inline-six engines that enthusiasts universally despise. Even before that betrayal, Dodge vehicles were plagued by quality disasters. Challengers and Chargers suffered from transmission problems, electrical failures, and build quality issues that seemed impossible for vehicles priced between $40,000 and $60,000. The Durango SUV adds its own unique failures in suspension and interior electronics. Mechanics report Dodge vehicles require more frequent and expensive repairs than virtually any competitor in their segments. With the brand's identity crisis in full swing, resale values are absolutely cratering. Number 6. Genesis. Genesis was supposed to be Hyundai's answer to luxury, Korean engineering meeting German standards at accessible prices. The reality is disappointing. Genesis ranks 21st out of 31 brands, below average in reliability, suffering from problems that would embarrass a budget brand. The G70 scored a disastrous 29 out of 100 in reliability ratings, the absolute worst score of any Genesis model ever recorded. Owners report catastrophic rear differential failures, leaving cars completely immobile, requiring total replacement, costing over $5,000. Electronic systems glitch constantly, creating phantom warnings and disabling critical safety features. Oil leaks appear within the first year of ownership. Fuel pump failures cause sudden power loss at highway speeds, creating dangerous situations. There have even been legitimate fire risks from electrical problems. The painful irony? Hyundai and Kia rank in the top 15 for reliability. Number 5. Mazda. This one genuinely hurts because Mazda was a reliability champion for years, trusted by millions of drivers worldwide. But the brand dropped from the top 10 to 14th place, and their newest models tell a deeply troubling story. The CX-90 and CX-70 flagship SUVs have serious reliability issues right out of the gate. Multiple software-related recalls plague these models constantly. Owners report persistent rattles and build quality problems that seem impossible for a brand previously known for Japanese craftsmanship. The plug-in hybrid versions are especially problematic, and here's why that matters. Plug-in hybrids across the entire industry have 70% more problems than regular gas vehicles. Mazda jumped into this technology without proper testing, and customers are paying the price with their wallets and sanity. Infotainment systems freeze, requiring hard resets. Transmissions hesitate and lurch, and climate control fails randomly. Number 4. Land Rover. Land Rover ranks second to last overall, continuing a decades-long tradition of electrical problems, air suspension failures, and engine issues costing more to fix than most people's annual salaries. The Range Rover and Discovery lines suffer from persistent electronic gremlins that baffle even master technicians with decades of experience. Touchscreens fail and become completely unresponsive, forcing you to navigate by memory. Air suspension systems leak and collapse, leaving $70,000 vehicles sagging pathetically like broken toys in driveways. Engine timing chain issues cause catastrophic internal damage, requiring complete engine replacement at costs exceeding $15,000. Transmission problems manifest as harsh shifting, slipping, and total failure. And here's the financial nightmare that nobody talks about. Land Rover has some of the absolute worst depreciation in the automotive world. A vehicle can lose over half its value in just 3 years. Number 3. Volkswagen. German engineering was supposed to mean precision, quality, and unmatched reliability. Volkswagen has completely shattered that myth. The brand ranks dead last in J.D. Power's dependability study with 285 problems per 100 vehicles versus an industry average of just 202. That's 40% worse than average. Let that sink in for a moment. Software glitches plague every single model in their lineup. Infotainment systems crash randomly, backup cameras fail when you need them most, and driver assistance features malfunction constantly. Sensor malfunctions create phantom warnings that disable vehicles or send frustrated drivers to dealerships for problems that don't actually exist. The turbocharged engines Volkswagen relies on suffer from carbon buildup, timing chain failures, and water pump issues causing catastrophic overheating. Transmissions, particularly the DSG dual clutch, experience jerky shifting, premature clutch failures, and software issues requiring expensive repairs or complete replacement. Number 2. Rivian. Here's where things get absolutely fascinating in a terrifying way. Rivian ranks dead last in overall brand reliability with a devastating score of just 14 out of 100, the worst of any brand Consumer Reports has ever tracked. The R1 S SUV scored 29. The R1 T-Truck scored a pathetic 18. These numbers are catastrophically bad by any measure. Rivian vehicles experienced 7 major recalls in their first year of production alone. The average vehicle has only 3.2 recalls over 30 years of existence. Owners report multiple electrical issues, complete power loss while driving on highways, software glitches that disable vehicles entirely, charging problems, and build quality issues including water leaks and trim pieces falling off. But here's the absolute paradox. Despite being the least reliable brand in America, they have the highest owner satisfaction at 85%. Rivian owners love their trucks despite constant problems. Number 1. Nissan. And here we are at number 1, a brand not just failing, but fighting for survival. Nissan has roughly 12 to 14 months before potential bankruptcy or a forced sale. The company is projecting a $5 billion net loss, ended merger talks with Honda, announced 20,000 job cuts, and is closing 7 factories worldwide. This is the worst crisis Nissan has faced in 25 years. Its vehicles suffer from CVT transmission failures infamous for all the wrong reasons, with class action lawsuits piling up fast. Rogue, Sentra, and Altima models often experience premature transmission failure before reaching 100,000 miles. Engine issues plague multiple models, especially the variable compression turbo engines once hyped as revolutionary, but now costly disasters. When a company is this close to collapse, what happens to your warranty, parts availability, or resale value? You're not buying reliable transportation. You're buying a depreciating paperweight that could lose manufacturer support within a year. Dealers are still selling these vehicles today to unsuspecting buyers. This isn't just a bad purchase. It's financial suicide. Have you experienced problems with any of these brands? Share your story in the comments. Your experience could save someone from a $50,000 mistake. If this video helped you avoid a bad decision, like subscribe and share it with anyone shopping for a car in 2026. Thanks for watching.